This is Absolute Tech video about the Hackintosh the other day. I didn't really go into much detail about how I got it to work. I had the hang on, actually it's on the buyer's guide. I can't even remember that. I had the z97-HD3. So I pretty much just went down to these, picked. Honestly, if I was to recommend someone to buy a motherboard specifically for a Hackintosh, I guess I would more direct it towards the Gigabyte brand. It seems the more reviews lean towards them a little bit better. But anyways, pretty much it gives you all the information you really knew. I didn't really do much else. All I did. Now, a lot of people seem to be doing the new Clover way to do it, and that has been, to me, the multi-beast seemed to be simpler. Clover didn't seem to want to work with this specific motherboard, so I actually went the UniBeast 5.20 and obviously did the multi-beast Yosemite, and I'll show you what I did real quick with that. I'm not going to actually install the drivers, but I will show you which ones I checked more into it. The installation went great. If you're using, I'm using the 750 Ti graphics card, so I had to use the NV_disable=1. It got me directly in there. Didn't have to use any other boot flags, nothing. I have the i5-4460 Intel, G-Skill RAM that came free with the motherboard. So it's been a really good little process. I guess I really getting a lot more luckier than a lot of other people. But for the people that's buying the same hardware, I guess what I did here is I clicked Easy Beast. I clicked which is this one. I did nothing with the graphics because I'm using the nvidia. Realtek, and it was Realtek, and I used that first one, I do believe. And the bootloader is obviously Charmelia, and I left all this the same actually. Yeah, I left all that the same, and then I hit build, and then did it all by itself. And I'm not going to do it on here because I don't need to reinstall the drivers. But that is exactly what I did. It was a pretty simple process, a lot more simpler. Again, I stress to people about buying their own hardware for this. It seems to make things way simpler. I have done it with several pre-built computers, newer, older, no success. The first time I buy all my own hardware, worked just fine. I've actually had no issues. I've been using it for a little over a month. The only issue, and maybe someone else can help me with this as well, is when it goes to sleep, I lose sound. And I've done research on this. It's a very common issue. Pretty much the way that I fixed it, I just put it to never go to sleep. Turn the screen off and never go to sleep. But I would love to get that fixed. If someone, would want to leave that in the comments to help me out, I'd appreciate that as well. But this is Absolute Tech. Any other questions, you can leave them in the comments section. Give me a like.